But Naomi seems to be planning Ruth's seduction of Boaz. She instructs Ruth not to reveal herself until Boaz has finished eating and drinking. And when he lies down, Ruth is to approach him and uncover his feet. This is possibly a sexual euphemism. And lie down. And he will tell her what she is to do. So Ruth follows these instructions exactly. In chapter 3, verses 7 to 11. Boaz ate and drank and in a cheerful mood went to lie down beside the grain pile. And then she went over stealthily and uncovered his feet and lay down. In the middle of the night, the man gave a start and pulled back. There was a woman lying at his feet. "Who are you?" he asked. And she replied, "I am your handmaid, Ruth. Spread your robe over your handmaid, for you are a redeeming kinsman, a goel." And he exclaimed, "Be blessed of the Lord, daughter. Your latest deed of loyalty is greater than the first, in that you have not turned to younger men, whether poor or rich. And now, daughter, have no fear. I will do in your behalf whatever you ask, for all the elders of my town know what a fine woman you are." So Ruth's request is that Boaz act as her redeemer and spread his robe over her, which is a formal act of protection and espousal. And Boaz assures her that he will redeem her. He then goes on to point out, however, that there is another kinsman who is actually a closer relation and therefore has the first right of refusal. And Boaz will settle the matter legally in the morning. And we're left wondering what transpired in the night. In chapter 4, we read the legal proceeding by which the other kinsman is freed of his obligation and his claim to Ruth, and this then clears the way, enables Boaz to marry her. But the punchline to the whole story is yet to come, and that occurs in chapter 4, verses 13 to 17. So Boaz married Ruth. She became his wife, and he cohabited with her. And the Lord let her conceive, and she bore a son. And the women said to Naomi, "Blessed be the Lord who has not withheld a redeemer from you today. May his name be perpetuated in Israel. He will renew your life and sustain your old age, for he is born of your daughter-in-law who loves you and is better to you than 7 sons." And Naomi took the child and held it to her bosom. She became its foster mother, and the women neighbors gave him a name, saying, "A son is born to Naomi." They named him Obed. He was the father of Jesse, father of David. So David, God's anointed king over Israel. David, with whom God covenanted that his house should reign forever. David, from whose line would come the Messianic king to rule in the final age. And this David is said to be the direct descendant, the great-grandson, of a foreign woman from a country of idol worshippers, and a Moabitess, no less. So it seems that this very short and very moving story represents a strand of thought that stood in opposition to the line of thinking found, for example, in Ezra's call for a ban on intermarriage as the only means of ensuring faithfulness to Israel's God. Not only is Ruth, the Moabitess, not guilty of abominable practices, she's the ancestress of Yahweh's chosen monarch, and she's praised in the story by all who know her as a paragon of chesed, this quality of steadfast love and covenantal loyalty that binds the members of the covenant community to one another and to God. Ruth, the Moabitess, stood by an elderly widow to whom she had no real legal obligation, and she was accepted into the covenant community.